Hello everyone, my name is Lanzo90 and welcome back to my tutorial series for Dwarf Fortress. Alright, so we need to try to kill this dang snapping turtle. And our hunter isn't going to automatically go hunt this turtle. We have to somehow give him an order to do it. So we can't give a direct hunting order. We're going to have to turn him into a military unit and then tell him to do it. But before we can do that, he needs ammo. So I'm going to let this carpenter finish this bed that he's working on. You can see this A here, that means it's actively being worked on. But I'm going to press C on all these other beds, using the plus and minus keys to highlight them over there. So that way he can finish that bed. And then I'm going to have him build 5 bolts, 5 units of bolts. I think it's like 10 each, perhaps. Can't remember specifically, but that should be enough. We're going to need those first. And then we're going to go ahead, select our hunter, the V key, and then we're going to go to his labor options. Hunting, and we're going to turn off hunting for the moment, because I don't want him to immediately start hunting with these arrows once he gets them. Miner is done. We'll go ahead and have him dig out the next piece. And also, since the miner finished the zone, we're going to make our first stockpile. So you press P for stockpiles, and then you have all sorts of stockpiles you can choose from. This is just where your doors will store items. But we're going to do a custom stockpile with custom settings because we want this stockpile to be able to hold pretty much everything. So we're going to go over each thing. Press enable. We want to enable animals. These are animals in cages. It's not going to put our regular animals in there, which we don't have any yet, but we just want to be prepared for the future. It's going to put our food in there, our furniture, but we are not going to put corpses in there. We're not going to put refuse in there. We're not going to put stone in there because stone is very slow to move and there's going to be a crap ton of it. Ammo will store in there. Coins will store in there. Bars and blocks will store in there. Gems store in there other than rough gems. So we'll arrow over to the next section and we're going to press F on rough gems just because we're going to get a ton of those. We don't want to move them in there. And enable it on finished goods, enable leather, enable cloth. Wood is much the same as stone. It's pretty slow to move and there's going to be a crap ton of it. We want weapons, armor, and sheets. Sheets are just paper. Okay, and then we will select this whole space. And now we have an everything stockpile. So now every dwarf that has hauling enabled is going to start moving stuff into that stockpile, if they're not busy doing anything else. Carpenter finish a couple more bolts. Oh, the war dog is actually fighting this thing. So it's perhaps a little bit too slow. I probably should have maybe got my military together to fight this thing right a little bit sooner. But yeah, this is going to be our first like important engagement, seeing if this war dog will actually kill this thing. And yeah, I don't want it to... So even though he doesn't have arrows yet, I don't think he's picked them up. We're going to press M for military. Actually, I think we need to go nobles. N to toggle your nobles. We're going to select the militia commander here and press enter. We're going to mark our hunter. That just made him the militia commander. And we're going to go to military. C to create squad under our militia commander. Just going to do no uniform for now, because all we want is him. So this is a squad to fight with. We can ignore most of the stuff right now. We'll go into the full detail on the military later. This is just like an emergency situation. How do I make someone kill something? Is what we're demonstrating for now. So yeah, got that. Now we're going to press S for squads. We have our squad of 1 person. I can press A to select that squad. And now we can move our cursor around to this dang ol' snapping turtle. Press K. That selected the snapping turtle to be attacked. And then we press confirm with enter. And now our dwarf will go attack this thing. Could take a while because I think he's fighting it with his bare hands, maybe. It looks like it was successful. He killed it. But our dog could be hurt here. So let's go to announcements, A. There should be... Actually, there is no combat log here, huh? Usually you get a combat log for something like that. Maybe there's another one. Reports, maybe? Okay, R for reports. Here we go. The war dog fighting this. You can select the fight with enter. The dog's puking a lot. Let's go up to the top. Actually, let's go the other way to make it... Oh, we are in part 2. So the snapping turtle attacked the war dog first. They jumped. We're not going to go through this whole list. This just shows you like how complicated the combat is in this game. So they're jumping away from each other. The war dog bit the turtle, bruising the fat, biting each other, missing, biting each other. The red's all the alligator attacking us, and the blue is all the dog fighting the alligator. Upper body got bruised on our dog. I'm just trying to see what's wrong with our dog for the main thing. Uh-oh. The dog might be in trouble. His artery has been opened by the attack. Could be in trouble. I'll try to save the dog, but I can't guarantee it. This is when the dog disengaged, because I saw it run off. And then we have the militia commander who jumped in. And it's mostly just the militia commander wailing on it. Because after a certain point, the alligator turtle... it got too hurt to fight back, basically, is what happened. Make sure that the militia commander never got attacked, never got hurt. He did take a pretty big bite to the foot, but he's okay. Alright, so we have a couple of things we need to manage here. So the dog is hurt pretty dang bad. I'm going to open up Dwarf Therapist. I'm just going to kind of alternate between using Dwarf Therapist and using the in-game method. So our hunter... I want you to do animal care. Obviously he doesn't have any training in it, so he's not going to do very good at it, but someone has to try. And I'll also check roles. I'm going to see who our best doctor could be. Obak. Gonna be our best doctor. Okay, so everyone's actually right, and then we're gonna confirm. Select window capture. Now we might have to make some zones here, so this goes I. I wasn't expecting to have to do this so early, so a little off track. For animal care, I'm just going to start this nearby the dog so we can get there quickly, hopefully. I can't remember if we need like a place to treat the dog. There's animal training. There's a hospital, which is slightly different. I'll mark it as animal training. It might not work as a place to treat it. They might just treat it wherever they can. Haven't done any vet service on an animal before. They're usually dead or alive completely. I've never really had injured. And then I guess I won't make a hospital yet because I do want to make sure this hunter treats the dog. So actually I'll go back to Dwarf Therapist. And I'm going to turn off all the hauling jobs on the hunter. Make sure he tries to focus on. I'm even going to turn off his own recover from wounds. He's not going to treat the dog, apparently. The dog isn't bleeding anymore, so maybe it's not bleeding out any further. V, look at the dog. I was waiting for conflict. W for wounds. It's tired. That's the whole list, I can't scroll. Look for your paws in pretty bad shape, but it's actually not as bad as I thought it was. I thought he was dead. Okay, so crisis averted. I'm gonna turn everything back on our hunter here. Now the hunter is hurt. I'm gonna turn on his recover from wounds. Also just gonna turn on all his animal traits. And now we will designate a temporary hospital. It's pretty shitty because there's nothing here. We don't have any place to store the thread or anything. But it's at least an area where you can get looked at. One more zone we're going to place is going to be a meeting area. Do that here. Right now they use the caravan as a meeting area, but we'd rather them do it inside so they don't get rained on. Okay, so our miner finished out another room. And build two more of the same type of room. This is basically just like a temporary place for us. I mean, we'll probably use it permanently, but it's not going to be like... This isn't like our real base. This is just something to get the job done. Go. Let's see, this area across from the stockpile. We'll make this the place for our farms. So we'll build P for farm plot. Some of the building hotkeys aren't really going to make sense as far as their lettering goes. So to size the plot, use the UM, K, and H keys. And we're going to place 4 5x5 plots in here. This will be more than enough farming space for quite some time. Farms can only be planted on soil or clay or sand, but they can't be grown on stone. And so what you'll find in most people's Let's Plays and tutorials is they'll have a really long, complicated process of like digging a big channel underground to flood from the river, because when you flood from the river it puts a light dusting of mud on everything, and then you can start growing things, but you have to set up a lever with a floodgate, and it's really, really complicated, and it's pointless. People overcomplicate it, when all you need to do is just build your farms on a soil layer. It's really easy. There's maps where you might not be able to do that, but I encouraged you to pick a map that has soil. let's build 2 more beds, because actually, 2 more 7, so we need 5 more beds. I didn't let them finish before. Crap, actually we need to be able to build a bucket right away. People are trying to give water to the hunter dwarf that was hurt. But we don't have any buckets. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add a bucket. I'm gonna press P on this until it's up at the top to promote the task. And then I'm gonna do N, which marks it to do this task now. Still focusing on the bed, so I'm actually gonna cancel the bed. Everyone's trying to give them water in there. I'll get the bucket done. It's done. I'm not sure who's gonna do it first. They grabbed it and moved it to the stockpile first. Actually, he might have gave him water as he passed him, because I don't see the down pointing blue arrow means someone's thirsty. Alright, so our farm plots are done. So to interact with pretty much every building in the game, you press the Q key. You're going to be doing a lot, so keep that in mind. You're going to press the Q key and hover over the one of the farm plots, and we're going to select plump helmets, the plus and minus key. We're going to press Shift Enter so that they plant plump helmets in this field all season. And right now we only have 1 farmer, so I'd rather him just work on that single plot for now. As we get more, we'll expand. Everyone is doing their thing for now. See nobles. Let's go ahead and sign our chief medical dwarf as the guy who actually started doing it. It's Obak. Says he has no relevant skills, but he's the most qualified man for the job. Alright, I see the hunter moving around, so he's good now. So we've avoided our first crisis. Of course, we saw a lot more than just 1 turtle. Sounds like he's already off hunting again. I think I saw the hunting dog run off this way. Yep, he got himself another creature. This hunter isn't messing around. Alright. So another nice thing about having the meeting area here is I can just kind of see which dwarves aren't doing anything. So our miner and carpenter aren't doing anything. So let's get our carpenter busy again. Something that's always important to build are bins and barrels. So I'm gonna build like 5 bins. Bins are just basically giant crates. And barrels. In between the two you can store almost anything. The miner. Dig out a 3x3 section, and then I'm going to dig out another 5x5 area. This is where we're going to start building our stairway down. We're going to designate J for downward stair. Put a set of downward stairs there. See what he's digging into before I decide how much deeper we want to go. Alright, so it's just like another clay layer or something here. Now we're just going to make a bunch of up-down stairs. So I'm going to press enter in one corner. And now doing designations like this, you can do it in 3D. So I'm actually going to go 1. Well, there's going to be 2 total. 3, 4, 5 layers down. Which we're going to do 4, and then we're going to do an upward staircase. So do that for now. And that's just kind of a general thing. You don't have to do specifically like 4 or whatever. Whatever works for you. Just find 5 as a good number to dig down. Make sure that you're getting into a rock layer. Indeed, we have reached a rock layer. So now we're going to designate upstairs. And have him dig upward stairs here. And you'll get messages about different types of stone he's running into. You have some kind of special type of stone here. So what is this? Sphalerite? I don't know if this is going to be some kind of gem or some kind of metal, but let's take a look with the K key. Once we select it, we can press enter. It's zinc. I think it's not super useful, but it is a metal. You can smelt with it if we need to. Then sometimes the rock itself can be useful for something, so let's check this down out. It's called schist. It's not useful for anything. It'll say up here uses. And then those blue things are gems. Alright. Now we'll start digging out what's going to be eventually our permanent space. This hunter is just going buck wild, man. Must be because I get because I made him so much early ammunition. I don't normally do that, but I was trying to get ammo ready for fighting that thing. The hunting dog's chasing this thing down because the hunter didn't even finish it off. Let's see, is this turtle forbidden because it got killed a different way than the other creatures? Let's see. If we do designate, then I think B, we get a list of like being able to reclaim items. So we're just going to do B, C to reclaim items. I'm just going to mark this turtle. It's not blinking, so I don't think it's marked, but I just want to make sure it's available for butchery if he has the time for it. Instead, he's just dinging. You get like a deer this time? That's what it looked like. His right foot is in bad shape even after being treated. He did get trained by someone who has no idea what he's doing. And yes, it's just a straight up deer. So slightly disappointing that we didn't run into our flux stone down here. Flux stone is what you can make steel out of. Hopefully we'll find some soon. Hunter is just going crazy. Alright, so we have these other areas dug out. So let's start placing our beds. Build bed, the B key. And we're just gonna place these down here. It's basically just gonna be a big dormitory for people to stay in. And then on this other side, I'm going to do W for workshops, and we're just going to move these workshops. Oops, we're going to move these workshops inside. Carpenter's workshop. Make it out of stone now, but I still make it out of logs. Mason's workshop. Put that a little bit closer to the stairwell so we can haul stone up a little bit quicker. R for a craft store's workshop. Then I want a still. I want a kitchen. I want a butcher's shop. You. I am making those out of stone, so that might take a little bit longer, but that's okay. I want a mechanic's workshop. That one in the center. I want a fishery. Then for the last one, I'll go with the bowyer's workshop. Usually I put a jeweler's workshop, but I don't have anyone who can work with jewels yet, so it's fine. Then I'm gonna dig out some, oops, not quite there. Dig out some entrances between the two. It's really annoying when he keeps running out of ammunition and it starts beeping at me when he cancels hunting. Honestly, someone else has to start butchering stuff, I think. Not sure who it'll be, though. Just because the hunter just keeps on hunting and hunting forever. Let's see. Miner's gonna be busy, carpenter's gonna be busy, mason's gonna be busy, farmer's gonna be busy. The brewer and cook. Fishing is pretty much a full-time job. Brewer and cook, or yeah, he's pretty much the only person who can do it. He's gonna get busy at some point here too. It does look like we've moved everything out of the caravan, so what we're going to do next is press Q. We're going to press X on the wagon to remove the wagon because we don't need it anymore. I think you get a few more pieces of wood out of it. Here we go. Our miner seems to be done again too. For now, I'm going to stop digging out our permanent stuff, and we're going to work on defenses a little bit. So, first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these ramps that are near our base. Just because, basically, a creature could come right here, use this ramp down, and be inside our base immediately. We'll make them work for it. So we're going to designate, and Z to remove stairs and ramps. And I'm just going to select every one of these that are nearby. I'll leave like this in, and these are fine too. Just so they have to walk a little bit further to get into our base. Obviously this also slows down our own people's ability to get up and down. But it's worth the price of admission. Our miner's getting faster and faster at digging things, you'll notice. Sapling here is kind of annoying. It's hard to get rid of saplings because you can't build on them and you can't chop them down because they're not full trees yet either. Alright, so now we're slightly more secure, and you can start to see where our base is specifically now because we've chopped down a bunch of trees and got rid of the paths up and down, so on and so forth. We're all out of time for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and have a good day.